Hi guys, welcome to the Object-Oriented Programming course. My name is Philip and I will be your instructor. Okay, let's go. What is Object-Oriented Programming? Well, it's a style of programming that's been in existence way before JavaScript was even developed. And what's so cool about it is that we create what's called a base object, which is a blueprint, right? And everything else that we create after that, it can use that blueprint's properties, method, or code, right, to create new objects, new arrays, new strings, and so on. Now, the best thing about OOP is reusability. Since we are borrowing methods and properties from an object, right, that means we are not rewriting code. We are not violating the do not repeat yourself paradigm, right? So remember, it's going to help us write a lot less code. The code is going to look a lot cleaner. And because of that, it will make the code also a lot easier to debug once your project gets to be like thousands of lines long. Okay, enough about that. Let's talk about the 4 pillars of object-oriented programming. And this will explain why OOP is so crucial to modern programming right now. All right, let's go. Okay, so on this slide, you can see the very simplified version of the course layout. Okay, so first, we're going to learn about the 4 core pillars or fundamentals of object-oriented programming. And then we're actually going to dive deep into JavaScript prototypes because OOP will not be possible without prototypes. Also, it's not possible without the use of constructors. Okay? And constructors doesn't mean we're just going to create our own functions. We're actually going to look at what the constructor property does and how it's linked to the prototypes. And also how all of that is linked to the new keyword, the this keyword. And we're also going to learn how to use type of and instance of properly. Now, just this top part, it's going to help you answer a lot of interview questions. Okay? Now, I myself have been asked various OOP interview questions, and I will try to include as many of those answers in this course as possible. We're also going to look at best practices, and then on the last section, I will show you how to use ES6 classes, which is exactly the same as ES5 prototypes, which is everything else here. ES6 is just a fancier and nicer way to write ES5 prototypes. So we will look at that at the very end. Okay, let's move on to one of the 4 pillars of OOP.